Weird. I know I only installed an average Nogcry machine core. Ino and Eppa, we're here!
Greetings.
I found the source of the malfunction, but now I have way more questions than answers. What? Why?
The bot has the wrong core. It is not the one Ino installed originally, but the core of a clockwork mecha from Fontaine.
It has the wrong core? Oh, so now we have to hunt down the original one? It's no big deal. The original core was just something I salvaged from a pile of junk. Believe me, it's nothing special. The problem is, this new core is really advanced. I don't even understand half of its functions. Really? Is that why it can talk like an Eppa? No idea. What I can tell is that this core went through a massive explosion at some point. Almost all the modules are damaged, but I can't fix any of them. Wow! If even Ino's stumped, it must be really complicated.
The core originates from Fontaine, but little is known about this technology. Without relevant knowledge, a breakthrough will take time.
Yeah, but it's not all bad news. I managed to extract a useful bit of information from the data I could salvage. One word. Charred. Charred? Is that its name? I doubt it, but I'm sure it's important. It was stored in the deepest part of the core. That's the best protected part, which is why I was able to salvage something from there. The best protected part?
In the event that my core sustained damage, that's where I would move all Ino-related data to keep it intact.
Ah! Knock on wood, knock on wood! Your core is gonna be just fine, Inefa. Don't jinx yourself like that.
I was engaging in a hypothetical discussion.
Doesn't matter, you still gotta say it. Say knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Like that?
Yeah! Whew, that was a close one. Huh? Anyway, I bet there's other data preserved deep in the core too. Otherwise, this thing wouldn't be able to talk. And I'm gonna extract it all. Here, data, come to Ino. Man, this core is so mysterious. But if it's so high-tech, how did it end up inside a random prospector bot? Bingo! That's the question, isn't it? Who replaced the original core with this one and why? I mean, even though it's damaged, the research value is off the charts. Bingo! That has to be the answer. You know what happened the day before it started malfunctioning? The F2P chased a group of treasure hoarders straight into my workshop. I'm thinking the treasure hoarders stole the core from the F2P and needed a place to hide it. So, they stuffed it in my prospector bot and handed the original core over to the F2P to smooth things over. Makes sense, don't you think? I'm pretty clever, right, Inefa?
Of course. In fact, intel from the Curatorium appears to corroborate this hypothesis. Several of Marinette's subordinates were robbed on their way back to Snezhnaya. Although it is unclear what was stolen, the culprits were identified as a group of 3 treasure hoarders. Their leader is a silver-haired woman wearing a hood. As for the remaining 2 members, there is a man with pink hair and a man with purple hair.
Wow! So Paimon was right. The local treasure hoarders around here aren't bold.
Actually, this group has only been active recently. The Curatorium suspects them to be outsiders not local to this area.
Who cares? Yehoda said they're just a bunch of small fry anyway. If those treasure hoarders really did mean to hide the core in this bot, they're probably gonna come back for it. Let them come. If they're nice, I'll even share my crunkakes with them. And if they're mean, Ineffa will give them a good old knuckle sandwich. And if they try to take back the core? I already thought of that. I'm just gonna hide it. Ineffa, can you get Little Chard and the others to come over here? Okay, hold on to your hats. I'm gonna hide Little Chard in a scrap prospector bot.
What did you just call me?
Come on, we have to call you something. What? Do you already have a name?
Lombro.
What kind of name is that? Did you get it from somewhere in your data bank? It doesn't sound like a little girl's name to me. Oh, so use Lombro as a last name. Huh, I kind of like it. Then it's decided. You're Chard Lombro from now on. No complaining, all right? You're stuck with it either way. You're the one who decided to hide out here, so from now on, you work for me. Don't think it likes the sound of that.
Correction. This bot has no capacity to like or dislike something in its current state.
Huh? Why? Because its core was destroyed 6 ways to Sunday. So, right now, its tone and mannerisms are all just a simulation of whatever data has been preserved. Like, remember how I found the word Chard in the data? Well, if that refers to a person, then basically, Little Chard is just imitating their way of speaking. Oh, so that's how it works. Anyway, we can figure all that out later. First, we need to make sure Little Chard is hidden. Why don't you take the reins, Traveler? It's super cool. You'll see. Nice job! You've got some engineering chops, that's for sure. And thanks to you, I'm now the proud owner of the most advanced prospector bot in town. I expect good work out of you, Little Chard. But don't worry, you'll be compensated.
Like I care.
We gotta do something about that temper of yours. Maybe a little flour on your head will soften you up a bit. There, much cuter. Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, Paimon, if you ever pick up stuff you have no use for, like screws and nuts and things, just bring them to me. I can make them into flowers or use them to upgrade my console. Oh, and I don't expect you to hand them over for free. I pay good prices for scrap. You're gonna want to stop by every day. Deal? Awesome! Turns out Ineffa was right all along. Everything is gonna be all right. Good luck out there on your travels. I hope everything goes all right for you, too.
Failure is just a step on the path to glory. Failure is just a step on the path to glory.
You might want to get a guide if you're
Is
not
the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Keep your voice down.
What a place.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commission. Ad Astra. Ad Astra.
Leave it to me.
I have high hopes for this journey.
What is the situation?
There you are.
You can bully me!
There is no escape!
Look at you, Boozle!
Frost is coming! Getting here! Dead reckoning! Hair! Frost is coming! Hair! I can take it.
Strike a pose!
Really know how
Let
to
the
get
world
me
come
Getting here!
Shake it and stir it!
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
Can't handle the
here.
drink!
Going on! Frost is coming! Hair! Frost is coming!
Scratch it!
Hair! Dead reckoning! Getting here!
Over here.
Yeah!
Think you can bully me? Look at you, Boozle!
My name echo in song! May I present?
Hair!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Shine no longer. There you are, eavesdropper.
And stir! Scratch!
The merrier.
There is no escape!
Yoo-hoo!
Going under! Getting here! Pair!
Let me amuse myself.
Diana Special!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Commencing cleanup! Frost is coming!
Let me amuse myself.
Pair!
Now you've got me worked up.
Let the world collide! Someone help me! I still couldn't do it.
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
Pew pew! Look at you, Boomtown!
Frost is coming! Getting here! Dead reckoning!
Let's go, let's go! Over here!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Scratch!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Shower me with praise!
Who can I find who might amuse me? Oh, now you've got me worked
There
up.
is no escape!
Can't have your dream, huh?
Going under! Pair! Getting here!
Yoo-hoo! You can bully me!
Let me amuse myself.
Blink!
Look at me. Just once.
How brilliant!
There you are, eavesdropper.
Blink!
Torn to oblivion!
Let me
Shake
amuse
and stir! Scratch! Look at you, Boomtown!
Commencing cleanup! Frost is coming! Getting here!
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song!
Oh!
Illusion shattered!
Here!
Think you can bully me? Can't handle your drink. Huh.
There you are,
Shine down! Ha!
Over here! The merrier!
Frost is coming!
Blink!
Commencing cleanup! Here! Getting here!
Let me amuse myself.
Over here.
The show begins!
Illusion shattered!
Are you here to play
Think you can bully me?
Let me amuse myself.
Then reckoning! Here!
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song!
Shine down!
Answer! Look at you, food
Over here! Let me amuse myself a little.
Commencing cleanup!
Worked up.
Getting here!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Erase all threats!
Can't handle your drink. Huh.
Here!
The merrier!
Then reckoning! Frost is coming! Here!
Over here!
Think you can bully me?
Look at me.
Frost is coming!
May I present? Let the world come alive!
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbed.
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song!
I'm shaking and stirred!
Getting here! Going under! Frost is coming! Hair!
Let me amuse myself.
Bow your head.
Assistance. Shine.
Be sanctified.
The more, the merrier. Look at me. Just...
It's as good as done.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, use me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Run all you like.
The tides beckon.
Cowering already? Not bad, not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
The night is cold.
I got him
No use
cornered.
hiding that there.
Right!
Something else catch your eye?
Absurd! Illusion shattered!
Not now.
The price of a single
Stars, shine for
slip.
me.
Silence!
Your strength is praiseworthy. I too shall use all of mine. So, don't you dare disappoint me. Foul legacy, the devouring deep!
My guiding stars.
Settle down!
Locked on.
Not now.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
You really are, or what?
The night is cold.
Settle down!
There is no escape!
I got him cornered.
Torn to oblivion!
Justice is blindsided.
You're cut above.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen, listen! We've got updates on the wild hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Pewy, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens! You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is!
True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Ruri's super fast?
Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down.
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot.
You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh?
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nagkrai, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices.
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago?
Yeah, it's still new news, so not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely, and even then, only just now. I'll send a Nafa over to Nashi Town with some flowers later.
He seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Hey! What do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves.
Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Anefa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, The water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Shine down!
My guiding stars!
Illusion shattered!
For the Lord of the Night! Bow your head.
Glory to which none can compare! Especially not when I'm in a bad mood. Measly insects!
Is it what you wish to
Must
find?
pay.
Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
be it. Oh. Doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! When did you...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed? So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah. What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah. They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in, the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time now. Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friends should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh, right! Before we go, should we reveal Rerir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey! Why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it, then. We've just gotta find Flint's.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in Flint's too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
Silence!
This should just about do it. Traveler? Hello? I didn't think I'd run into you here. Right. I should have realized. Master Jean told me you'd be here. We just didn't know when you'd arrive. I didn't expect to run into you as soon as I set foot in Notcry. Yes, the Grandmaster sent you a letter, didn't he? He also sent one back to Mondstadt, telling us all about how you were doing. Of course, all the knights back home are still figuring out how to support you. But the Grandmaster wrote that we shouldn't be hasty and that he already had everything in hand. Yep, the Grandmaster's always reliable when it comes to important business. So when he says he'll handle something, we know we can count on him. But of course, if you run into any trouble, remember that the knights will always be there to help you. Feel free to come look for us whenever. After all, you're our honorary knight, a valued member of our order. That's what Master Jean told me to tell you when I departed from Mondstadt. Huh? Give me a moment. I didn't bring any sweet madame with me, but I do happen to have a bottle of our best cider. Captain Kaya asked me to bring it along. He knew you'd miss it. Guess, okay, I need a minute. I put it in my backpack and wrapped it in clothes. Oh, here it is. Go on, have a taste. I did, of course. When I was leaving, the Grandmaster specifically asked me to bring some bottles of our very best dandelion wine for him. At first, Master Jean protested that my main objective on this long journey was to deliver letters to Notcry, and she'd rather I not overload my luggage. She said someone else could transport it later. But after giving it much thought, I packed 2 bottles of wine for the Grandmaster anyway. Otherwise, he'd be talking my ear off about how wonderful dandelion wine is while waiting for it to get delivered. Oh, right. If you crave fresh sweet madames and steak, do come back and visit the Knights of Favonius' headquarters when you're free. That was what Amber wanted me to tell you. And that's all the messages I have for you. I should get going. Farewell, honorary knight.
Fruits from every corner of Tibet, including rare Northland varieties you won't find
a drink or two?
Here to sign up with
A drink? Or some information? For starters, I recommend you drink less.
You're not here looking for work, are you? Heed my words and get out while you still can.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
You're not here looking for work, are you? Heed my words and get out while you still can. You're not here looking for work, are you? Heed my words and get out while you still can.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
You're not here looking for work, are you? Heed my words and get out while you still can.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Welcome. If anything needs explaining, just give me a holler.
I'm not really sure. You should probably ask someone else.
Welcome. If anything needs explaining, just give me a holler.
I'm not really sure. You should probably ask someone else.
Welcome. If anything needs explaining, just give me a holler.
No escape!
Cold, mine's a command.
Settle down! Be sanctified.
Shine down! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Is this really necessary? Do I get a share?
You actually want this trash? Worthless pile of garbage.
Stop yapping. Just take it or leave it.
There is no escape!
The night is cold.
Target acquired.
Illusion shattered!
Speechless.
My guiding stars. Stars, shine for me.
Silence! The tides beckon. Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Whoa! The fog's really rolling in. Quick, grab the light source. Is that a light?
We'll at last part ways.
Monsters!
Bow your head.
My guiding stars!
Silence!
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Some small device. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flintz's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him? Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick! be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
o perezoso.
Sì, Oericos.
Yamalune sattesi forambo kalu.
Il mio sei una cosina in su.
Besenni kestun.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutto mine torai desnerte.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now!
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I'm... and an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp?
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well, no, but...
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerir's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rerir be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
Erase all threat. Torn to oblivion! Ha!
Cole, line to command.
Target acquired. For the Lord of the Night!
Submit your souls in sacrifice!
Settle down!
Scared, speechless. Forever hold.
Let the mighty be humbled! Silence!
Not now.
I got him cornered!
Worthless pile of garbage.
Stop yapping. Just take it or leave it.
Time. Bow your head.
There is no escape! Detached from the world.
My guiding stars.
Be sanctified.
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
Bow your head. The risk is growing, but it poses. Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself. identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Oh, this is so frustrating! You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone, but even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kinda down. And sleepy too.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. The nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
still back there right now? Wouldn't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier, now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a fae.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Back in my day, we'd...
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a Wild Hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the Wild Hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either. Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the Wild Hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh? So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.